Welcome back to another episode of We Are Adventure Riders. Today's video is one of our best yet as we take a challenging off-road route up to the mountain village of Ushguli. Go on a 2-day hike in the Caucasus mountains where we find probably one of the best camping spots in all of Georgia before getting slightly out of our depth trying to make it back to Ushguli.
Thank you, bye-bye. Okay, time to hit the road again. Cool. That was a really surprisingly nice guest house that we stayed in for a good price. Oh shit. Ooh, that was tricky. Yeah, we're just going to head back into Mestia to get a few bits sorted, head to the bakery. And then today we're riding to Ushguli, which is maybe an hour and a half, but could be longer because the last 20 kilometers is off-road. And it has been raining the last week or so, but the last few days have been dry. So we're not sure whether it'll be wet or not wet. So let's see. It could be a really cool ride into Ushguli. And this is called a span tower. I'll tell you more about those later. Cheers, dude. This town of Mestia, it's a ski resort in the winter and in the summer for hiking. But yeah, it's really nice, full of lots of nice hotels and restaurants. Okay, we're back with Mark and Lisa, and we are on the road from Mestia to Ushguli. Wow, look at the views! This area is surrounded by peaks of up to and even over 5,000 meters. More cows in the road. Hello, moo cows.
Are we feeling a little bit more normal on corners now?
Yeah, I think we're pretty much back to having our confidence there again.
Yeah, I've got my hands in my lap again and I'm not holding on to you for dear life.
We're enjoying the twisties again. A lot of riding, thousands of kilometers and new tyres to get our confidence back after falling in Albania, but I think we're there now.
Yeah. Woo!
Let's go. Okay, our first bit of mud. Grip's okay though. Another 2-2 up. Good work, guys. Ooh, super slidey mud. I've got no choice but to go in the hole. Okay, we made it. Following behind a van in this dust is not enjoyable. Hard to see, hard to breathe, but it's hard to overtake.
Oh, it's getting harder.
We made it to Ushguli.
Oh, slow. Keep going. Keep it up, keep it up.
Whoa! Okay, this is tricky in the mud, but
I've got that cow's shoes.
they really don't want to move here, do they? Mountain cows don't give a shit. Look, Ushguli.
Alright, take it easy. Ow.
Yeah, this really feels like gone back in time. Look at the road in this town. It's not a road.
Oh, it's not a road.
Jesus Christ.
After arriving in Ushguli, we headed for a guest house where we planned to stash the bikes and head into the mountains on foot.
I feel like we just entered someone's backyard.
You're right. We're off on a potentially 3-day hike, at least 2 days. So we need to get all of our gear out, figure out what we want to take, and then the difficult bit, how to carry it all. Now to get all of this in these bags. Done.
I got the saucepan to get into my back.
Good start. And the hiking begins. 30 kilometers, right? Yeah, about. More or less. Up over 2 mountain passes. Probably it will be 3 days, maybe 2. Let's see. hike is tough going so far. We're in the baking hot sun. There's no wind, there's not much to keep you cool, and it's straight up. Okay, so the most popular hike around here is to hike 4 days from Mestia to Ushguli. We were trying to do half of it, but it's still one direction, which means we have to take an expensive taxi back. It's also the touristy hike. The most popular one, i.e. is busy hike. So, Mr. Mark found on his map a loop that goes from Ushguli and back around 2 mountain passes, and it's clearly a trail that not many people take at all. Firstly, because it's very, very overgrown, but there's a trail. Secondly, we've not seen one other person so far, which is absolutely perfect. I think it's a good spot for snacks.
Snacks. Show them the view.
This is the view.
Turn around. We have made it to the top of the first pass.
Woo! There goes my hat.
And it's got a bit windy.
Yeah, we've been hiking 3 hours and we've done 4.5 kilometers. Maybe another 3 to the next camp. 5 o'clock now.
Up and up.
Yeah, now it gets a bit flatter, so maybe we can speed up a bit.
It's well right, it's well left, it's well behind and in front of us. We are on 2.8, almost.
This dog followed us maybe the last 3 or 4k, right? He just wants some food.
We have been walking for 4 hours. We have done 8.2 kilometers and we've just found our own camp spot with this beautiful view.
And within a matter of minutes, we have tent and food on the go.
The 4 of us had accidentally stumbled upon one of the most stunning campsites we had ever seen, and we were completely alone. This is why we travel.
It's another new morning on the mountain. We had a good camp last night, but not such a good sleep, really.
Oh no, rubbish night's sleep, super cold. The camp was beautiful though.
It's a small price to pay for camping in paradise. Yeah, so we packed up. We're already on the move this morning. We've already lost the trail. Maybe you can't see, but Mark is in the distance there, just trekking around the side of this mountain. We basically have to get to the road that's, maybe you can see along the ridge line all the way over there. So yeah, I think we've got about 13 kilometers and our little doggy friend is still following. Yeah, let's see how we go today.
It's like one step up.
As we ventured further from an actual path, we were faced with a choice. Turn back and go all the way around this mountain, or go straight up the side of it.
How do you feel after hiking / climbing up there?
Shattered.
But
Accomplished.
After leaving camp, losing the trail, hiking up the side of an actual mountain, and then finally finding the path again, we hiked about 10 kilometers down the road, and we finally found a river, which means we can fill up our water bottles and cook some lunch and have a walk.
Yeah!
So we had a great stop by the river, we made some pasta, we had some coffee, we had a nice wash, and now we're gonna hike back towards Ushguli. Said goodbye temporarily to Lisa and Mark. They wanted to do a free camp a bit further down the valley in a really nice spot, but Luce and I wanted to get back to Ushguli, finish the hike today, and then tomorrow morning we can chill out a little bit.
We have made it back to Ushguli.
Come on!
Woo!
We did a total of about 30-kilometer hike in about a day and a half, climbing a total elevation throughout the hike of 1,700 meters, and the highest point was just under 3,000 meters, so a damn good hike.
Yeah, it was epic. On our last little bit, we were up quite high and we could see the whole mountain that we had just walked around. The hardest bit of the hike was yesterday, actually. It was completely up the mountain in the valley, but it took us to the most epic view and the most amazing campsite.
Good experience. Right, now let's go get a proper feed.
Yes, please.
Join us again next time as we ride north out of Ushguli up over the Logara Pass, then down a gorgeous green valley back towards central Georgia, where we find some crystal clear, freezing cold water for a much needed ice bath.